Hey, good evening. Evening. Getting a little early start tonight, Sunday evening. We'll play till a couple hours and then take a break, go hang out with the family, and then maybe get back on a little later tonight. But we made some pretty good progress last night in the in-between chapters section. Did a bunch of kingdom events, claimed another region, built another village, built some buildings, got a couple more advisors. Feeling pretty good. Also today I've switched my stream over to using the NVIDIA codec because I got that new video card last weekend and have a lot more headroom in a game like this. Let the video card do the processing here, and we're gonna see how that works out. And so far, it looks like it's looking like it's pretty good. Yeah, seems all right. Put this over here, and man, Alcat can improve this 1,000,000% by not having the game lose focus or not having the game minimize and mute when it loses focus. Great. So, okay, so last night we decided, first we're going to close that. We're going to close this. We finished all those chapters. Prologue, Stolen Land, 2, 3. I don't know how other players count these chapters, but I'm going to count this as prologue. And then chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. Now we're on chapter 4. This is DLC. These are companion quests, which we have some we're going to go do right now. And these are our kingdom build-up quests. And we have almost 200 days for that one. We'll see how that plays out. We don't have any errands right now. The first one we're going to do is this one. We leveled up Jubilost and Lindsay. And we're going to go take them out. I'm guessing we have to take just them. I must have clicked on the door instead of the map thing.
We need to talk.
Oh, now Tristan needs to talk.
Lately I have been troubling you needlessly. All those questions, conversations, and everything else. I know I distracted you from your duties. It was selfish of me to demand so much of your attention. I promise it won't happen again.
Wait, what? Okay, also, when I reinstalled everything the other day, my sound mixing stuff got messed up. Right now, my side speakers are louder than my front speakers, which is a little weird. I don't know about y'all, but I tend to... Okay, let's see how that sounds. Okay, well, what happened?
Please don't. You are a baroness, the ruler of the stolen lands, protector of hundreds of people. I can't distract you, especially now when a baron from the neighboring lands has gone missing. The same danger might hover over you. What if... I can't let this happen.
I don't care. Together we can overcome any danger. We need to make sure that our Tristan romance stuff, that I don't mess it up, because I am the worst, everybody. Absolute worst at picking the wrong options. You know you're breaking my heart. Um... Let's see. That's too difficult to follow. Yeah, this guide says that all you can do is, as long as you tell him you're sad about it, that's all you can do. Okay. Which is what I was going to pick anyways. But you know you're breaking my heart.
Only to help you. Only to help you.
Okay.
I will pray to Sarenrae for you.
Okay. Well, thanks for breaking up with me.
Follow my lead.
Okay. What the? Wait. What the heck happened? I'm so confused.
I know the way.
Where? I never got to pick my team.
Where are you rushing off to, my hound? To face your own death?
Why are you here? Are you gonna kill me again?
Why am I here? Kill you? Not today. Believe it or not, but I came here without evil intentions. I've been watching you, my hound. You've escaped my trap. You've destroyed my beautiful everbloom flower. Such a strong will to live in such a fragile, mortal creature. Once, long ago, it hurt me to see flowers being torn apart by the wind. But today I watch you thrashing like a butterfly caught in a spider web, and I cannot turn my eyes away. How? But there's no point in asking. My untamed homeworld has many miracles to offer. One can never know what they will reveal, or to whom. So, what do you think of the proud, bitter, fallen nymph now, my hound?
Sounds like you're in trouble. Stop trying to kill me and my subjects, and maybe I'll find a way to help you. I hold no grudge against you, despite everything you've done. I wasn't given an opportunity to save.
You want to aid the storm that strikes you and your lands? Help? Why? Though I do not want to know. You will help me either way, voluntarily or involuntarily. With your death.
The trouble in Varnhold? Do you have something to do with it?
I can answer, but will you believe me? I have nothing to do with it, but I know who is responsible. I won't tell you, though. Run now towards your death, hound. Run, hound, run! I want to see you stumble.
How about telling me your real name?
Names can be weapons in capable hands. You've no need to know my name. No need.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time when I used to ask myself the same question. What had I and my 1,000 breaths ever done to them? Why had I to endure this? You're wrong to think that your problems began with you. The ever-blooming flower was created long before your barony was founded.
Yeah, we know.
I prepared my weapon long in advance, having no idea what I would turn it against. Everything has a price. Thousands of lives must be turned to dust for a single act of forgiveness.
Jeez.
I am the web itself. The moment you took your first step on the road of the stolen lands, you fell under my power.
Okay, I'll ask again. Why are you here?
Why shouldn't the mistress visit her pet? Farewell, my hound. You have no idea what powers you've awakened, and now you voluntarily rush into their jaws. If you run your blade down their throats, I won't be disappointed. If you perish, I'll have forgotten you by dawn.
Okay. In dialogue. Okay.
I'll
Weird.
go ahead.
How do I get out of here?
All according to plan.
I like how Smellodon is here for no reason. Okay, I guess I just leave. So confused, everybody. So confused. It's like that should have happened when I rested. What should have happened? Would have made more sense. Alright, let's try again. We'll save this time so we don't have to do it all over again if I mess up. Okay, let's drop everybody since I'm pretty sure they're gonna make me take just Lindsay and Jubilost. That's the Dwarf Fortress. Going to Clarksburg. 20 hours. I mean, we're not tired. That was 20 hours, so let's just rest. Okay. How do I get up there? Here? Here? Here. Do this. I think that was the name of the quest we're supposed to be on. One of them was the Pitax things. Ah. Naira de Zottendroppel. A pale, very pale gnome with a dull bright hair, scribbling something busily on a scroll cloth, looks up at you to approach.
Ah, there you are. At last. Go read the rules. Quickly. They're posted a little further along. The other teams have already arrived a while ago. The host said we'll start as soon as you show up and read the rules.
Of course. I'm famous enough for my admirers to follow my every move. But still, I'd like to know, how did you know we were coming?
The host said so. Well, Are you going to keep wasting time? Read the rules and we'll start.
Focus on the goal.
Jubilost, fixing his glasses, looks at the paper describing the rules.
Well, let's see. I'll read out loud so everyone can hear. The rules of the inconsequent debates. Year to be added later. I see the authors didn't overstrain themselves. So, the rules. Item 1. Obey the host in everything. Item 2. Come in triplets. Item 3. No fighting. No killing each other, even temporarily. Even if you really want to. Even if you apologize later. Item 4. And the most important one. The participant must assume the shape of a giant frog. Jubilos looks puzzled. A frog? What does that have to do with anything? Are those the right rules for the competition? What irresponsible word monger my... Examine the rules. Something is obviously wrong here. It's not difficult to see the text of the last item of the rules is a little different from others. It looks like someone just added it in, vaguely copying the style. The last rules has been added to others. I would say someone inserted it on purpose and charmed the scroll somehow. That is sabotage. The huge frog can't keep his peace and croaks an indication, turning me into a giant ugly toad. How would you please tell me, am I supposed to participate in debates like this? I didn't carefully rehearse my image and impressions I make on my listeners just to lose it all in a snap. And if that spell can't be lifted, my admirers won't even recognize me. Oh, don't be upset. You're not an ugly frog. In fact, you're a rather handsome one. No, I can't bear this. Are you saying the last rule was written in? Some other participant must have done this to hinder rivals. Citra, we need to find this trickster and make them fix it. Don't worry. I'll question everyone here and identify the trickster. Don't worry about anything. I'll go run to the host and ask him a few questions for my book. It'll buy you some time. You start looking for whoever was responsible for this. Shoots the plants. Well, then shoots at the plants held him tightly. The nymph, cruel and beautiful, sneered at him immediately. And immediately what? And immediately anything, Leftfrost said. Does the book ever end? I thought the wizard would die in the last chapter, while he was running from hordes of unicorns through fields of giant flytraps. Oh, you understand anything about... you understand anything about literature, you stupid toad. Oh, hello again, travelers. It seems like I have to introduce myself. I am Nyrad Zottenroppel, and these two idiots are my brothers, Vyar and Luar. It is right. Still got a fair bit of fight left in me. The Zottenroppels won't go down easy. My brothers and I lost our crow long ago, but death hasn't taken us. Why are you calling the brothers? Haha, these fools read the rules, and the rules are charmed. Anyone who reads them gets turned into a frog, so now I have 2 frog brothers. I guess I'll leave them as they are. When will we ever have a chance to laugh so much? And they are both. Did they read them together? Yes. Nah. Chobar, we did read them and we transformed. Now we're sitting and croaking. She keeps him hostage for 4 chapters, and it's more like real life. In the author's last book, he escapes the evil wizard in 5 minutes. You participating in the debates? Sure, although we're just here to see the show. We figured it'd be fun, and we were right. Never mind, I'll talk to you later. Sir Alfred. Loyal follower of the tentacles of Iomede. Knight, nobler crusader of Fermendev.
Tentacles? Oh yes, my knightly motto used to be courteous even unto death. I'm afraid now it must be changed into serving tentacles of evil. What? Tentacles of evil. And why is it that you want to change the motto? You see, upon my arrival, I immediately went to read the tentacles of the event. But Guile already had me in tentacles. The rules were charmed, and everyone who reads them must say tentacles every so often. Which happens to me just now. Tentacles. I can't get rid of this affliction. At last. Tentacles. I must make it into my model. Oh, great. Truly spoken. I hope you've heard of our glorious tentacles. Our order fights demons fearlessly, preventing their tentacles from spreading across the world. It's gonna make me laugh. You don't often meet an Aasimar. Aasimars aren't so uncommon in our tentacles. Celestials are known to aid the Medavian Crusaders in our war efforts with the demons. Sometimes this camaraderie sparks a tentacle. I mean, personal attraction. But the presence of the Holy Celestial nearby can sometimes cause the birth of an Aasimar child. See? Easy tentacles. I did, in the name of tentacles, but the Fae think that cheating is within the rules, is tentacles, and perfectly appropriate. As a true knight, I must overcome these tentacles resolutely. Do you have any idea who did this? It was done by one of the participants who allowed their tentacles to guide their heart, including you and me and my tentacles. 4 teams of 3 arrived. I swear by my tentacles, my serve is to the most honest Iomaid, that I would never allow such tentacles. Nor would I suspect you and your outstanding companions, noble tentacles and all. Look for the villains among the 2 other teams. You participating? I most certainly am by my tentacles, and we're here to carry out the will of my tentacles, set a good example for my tentacles, and possibly find a new way to fight tentacles. That is, demons. If I win, the Fae might answer all my tentacles. I gotta go. That would be me. I asked the Baroness for help in this in this endeavor, because winning will just let us make the tentacles, the cause of the gnomes to leave the first world. For me, the tentacles are something more than a scientific curiosity. I'm amazed at how inquisitive the tentacles of your mind are, sir. I admit, it's the first tentacles that I've ever talked to such a learned frog. Tentacles, forgive my ignorance, but it never crossed my mind that a feeble tentacle, that there are educated ones among your race. For the love of Desna, I'm not a fraud. Let it be known to you, sir, that you're speaking to Jubilos Narenthrope, a well-known publicist and researcher. The shape of an inconsequential silly prank. I am a gnome, and that is why I am participating in these events, to learn how my race received the affliction called the bleaching, in a way to fight it. In case our worthy rivals good tentacles. In the name of truth, justice, and tentacles. So ridiculous. What does the temple guard have to say? Another temple guard. Okay.
I know the way.
I know the way. Okay, this kobold's clearly... his buddies turned into rabbits. Greetings! Why do you have those gerbos there? Kobold lowers his head. Fae say need 3. I know 3. I know friends. Want go very much. Caught these jump mice. Now we are 3. Participate. So what do you want to ask the host if you win? Dragon. How become dragon? Okay. Are you participating? Yes, participate. Amazing. We'll be competing against an inarticulate kin of the unforgettable Tarthook. The kobold looks at Jubilos with interest. Huge frog, you speak? Can me mount you? I feed you ants and clean your skin. I am Ryder. In the lists of all job offers I've ever received, this is honorably placed in the I am ready to cry section. It is a spell. It is like a spell was cast over my friend when he read the rules. Anything like that happen to you? I don't read.
Gnome help me. Read for me aloud. But then scream. I scared.
Alright, I'll go.
See you, see you, see you.
Or see you. Okay, let's see. Who else? Lindsay.
Follow my lead. In due time.
He said a gnome did this to him. The kobold said one of you helped him read the rules. Yeah, that's true, but he wasn't trying to read the frog rules. They're different on every pole. One turns you into a frog, another makes you say tentacles, and a third one makes you scream like crazy. Hilarious, right? Not remotely. If one of you read the rules for the kobold, why isn't one of you screaming? How is it that both of you brothers were turned into frogs? And if Nyrad already saw that happen and knew the rules were charmed, why did she tell us to read them? Do you suspect us of something? Why would we charm the rules and read them ourselves, or even make you read them and put a spell on you? She adjusts her ridiculous helm and strikes a rakish pose. Because you're gnomes, and only a gnome could think of playing a joke on everyone around them and then joyfully get caught in their own prank. You're far-sighted and loud-voiced. I like you. Enough snitching. You're jealous, and it was Nereid who came up with the idea. And why did you do it? Oh, you're so boring. We wanted to, so we did it. Just think how funny it would be. Debates where all the participants were screaming or talking tentacles or just croaking. But we're honest players, so we charmed ourselves too. We wouldn't want an unfair advantage. Inconsequent. Let's see. As a result, you will touch the characters. Soon you'll understand the charm signs. In any case, you'll have to start the debate. I'm looking for, because again, I don't really want to redo all this. Somebody told me there was a bug with this, and I think it got fixed, so I'm just checking. Okay, so let's say stop this and release Jubileus from the spell. Okay. Well, I say it's a fine break. Let's just leave everything as it is. Amazingly, Jubileus sighs with relief. Lindsay, there you are. Glad I found you. Or Lindsay says, ah, there you are. Glad I found you. I stalled for as long as I could, but now it's time to begin. Let's go quickly. The hooded creature looks mundane, but after looking for quite some time, you notice the figure's contours tremble and flow as if in a haze. Welcome to the inconsequent debates. You can call us hosts. We are the reason for all that happens here today. You've read the rules, have you not? Not that there's anything useful in them. We only made up the real rules the day after tomorrow and then forgot them and had to make new ones. So it's simple. You want, as your reward, for us to answer a question. So the competition will involve answering questions. We will ask, and you, one in each triplet, and always the same one. The others can only prompt. Let's see, it will be you, little kobold, you, Sir Alfrey, you, Nereid, and you, Citra. Remember one thing here. The inconsequent debates, there are no right or wrong answers. Every answer has weight, and each will be weighed. Do not choose the lightest one, or your rival might find a heavier argument. And most importantly, light answers are no fun for us. You hear laughter emerge from under the hood. You know very well, you've met us, Citra. But it was different. Us, at a different time. For now be satisfied that we do not wish to disclose ourselves. Okay? Win the competition and ask. Those are the rules of the game, right? Okay, hell no, we're not wasting precious questions or the motives of the Fae and their lords. I don't have the imagination to think how absurd the silly answer might be. Begins! The kobold jumps for joy. We are ready, the knight nods resolutely, despite the tentacles. Alright, let's see how they have it here in the first world. Let's see how tough they have it in the first world. Some of you look so serious. Thus we'll begin with a question about weighty matters. What can move a mountain? Move a mountain. Okay, let's see. We're dealing with the Fae in the first world, and they clearly, the trivial answers won't cut it. I think the good answer is its own will. In the first world, mountains often change position, and there's at least one that does so of its own free will. That's Ulas, one of the tame, the walking mountain. Okay. Its own will. We heard you. What will the others say? What can move a mountain? The little kobold frowns desperately. Maybe dragon? Dragon can move mountain? Oh, excuse me. Sir Alfrey, faith and divine intervention. Do you hear, my faithful tentacles? Faith nourishes us. With devout faith in our tentacles and a righteous cause, everything is within our tentacles. A teleportation spell. Ha ha ha. I could probably manage moving a hill or two. In fact, that gives me an idea. We have heard you, now hear us. Of course, gods and magic can move mountains. But the answer is good for any question. How can one jump over a house? Magic. How to paint a fence yellow using blue paint? Divine intervention. Such light answers are the weakest. A good answer is its own will. Will and desire lie at the base of our motions. And motions, action, and decision. If a mountain has a will, it surely find a way to move. That was an interesting round. The next question be heard. What weakens when owned by many, and died if owned by one? A secret? The little kobold looks as if he's about to cry. I don't know this. Maybe it's dragon? It's the knight's heart. I swear by my tentacles. It can belong to himself or to a righteous cause, or to his great tentacles. But it can't belong to everybody. Vyar, look how I roll my eyes. Fools, concentrate on the competition. This won't do. We won't accept an answer from the Zottenrold triplet this round. But You are a spectacular eye roller. Now, for the others. The heart is not the best answer. Even among knights, there are many whose hearts belong to a beautiful woman and a beloved mother, plus their friends and their commander, their righteous cause and their delicious lunch, especially a delicious lunch. And it doesn't seem that those hearts that belong to many grow any weaker. The secret is a good answer. The more souls know it, the less mysterious it is. But without a single bearer, it will die. Your triplet wins this round, Baroness. Hear the third question. Each of us is born at the same time with a monster. Each day we live with it. It grows. It can torment and bring us joy, or kill with a single word. What is it? An evil twin brother from another timeline. Considering the question is asked by the representative of the Fae, the answer could be anything from singing to the love of pastries. But let's think logically. The last part of the riddle could be easily ignored, because just about anything in the world can aid or ruin you depending on circumstances. What's important is the riddle clearly points to some quality or property of a living creature, something that we're born with us. Another point, it grows. I would say knowledge, for each day brings something new to our knowledge of ourselves, and the world keeps growing. For some, though, this process is ridiculously slow. It's knowledge. We have heard you. What will the others say? What is the monster? The little kobold scratches his head stressed. Maybe it's dragon? It's curiosity. It is born with us, it grows day by day, and it saves us from the bleaching. And if you only knew how many it killed. I don't know if the answer will do, but the greatest tentacles is the one that lives inside us. We grow a tentacles beast in our soul. We feed it with wrath, neglect, and tentacles. Eventually, it could break free and kill us. But tentacles must admit, the same beast gives us strength to villains and tentacles. The poison we feed our monsters only nourishes. Interesting answers, except for the dragon. The dragon doesn't count, alas. Curiosity is also insufficient. The monster we described must, by its own nature, grow. Many see... Oops, I clicked on the history. Many see their curiosity dim over the years. We like the answer about knowledge and the inner beast. Both seem somewhat light. We expected something more substantial. We declare both Sir Alfred and Citra, along with their triplets, shall share the victory for this round. But remember, a victory shared by two is half the victory. Our final trial. We will sum up the results. I grow tired of questions. Do you know the game Knight, Dragon, Stag? The knight defeats the dragon burns the stag, but if the knight walks into the woods, he will stumble on the stag and die. That's why the snag defeats the knight. Okay, so it's rock, paper, scissors. Knight, dragon, snag. Rock, paper, scissors. Children's games. Great. These are the inconsequential debates. Why not play a game? So, you break up to pairs and yell out your chosen word at the signal. The one who shouts knight defeats the one who shouts dragon. The one who shouts dragon defeats the one who shouts snag. And the snag defeats the knight. We'll play Sir Alfred against the kobold, Nyrad Zoentroppel against the Baroness. The winners will play each other. Okay. Knight. Dragon. Knight, dragon. The Baroness wins. Now the winner against the winner. The Baroness against the Knight. 1, 2, 3. Well, we'll say Snag. Because he's a Knight. And Snag beats Knight. Sir Alfred takes a deep breath of his mighty chest, but then the curse takes over. Tentacles! Realizing that their spell worked, the Nyrad brothers start roaring with laughter and sometimes sniffling with delight. The host makes a helpless gesture. We cannot pronounce the Baroness a winner of this round. And now it's time to announce the winner of the debates. After 4 tests, the triplets and the Baroness Sir Jubilost win. It was most amusing, children, most amusing. You should know that this is a rare praise from us. Congratulations, sir ladies, and I swear by my tentacles it was a worthy struggle. The triplet performed better than we could have imagined. For that reason, you may ask us not 1, not 2, but 3 questions. They must be asked by the Baroness, the voice of your triplet. Have a silence spell, mate. Love it. Now what's he gonna do? Come, brothers, let's run. Now you know. Now everything is in your hands, Citra. Think well on your questions. We will answer the first honestly, but I don't know is also an answer. Ask about what a host from the first world might know. I want to know why the gnomes left the first world. I don't care about that. You want to know why you organized this. I want to know who my love is and who I'm bound to tie, am I not. I want to know how to gain power and immortality. Why did the gnomes left the first world? We'll ask. I mean, that's why we're here. We're here to help Jubilost, so we're gonna do what he wants. There's the question. We knew it would be asked, but a simple answer, a light answer, has no value, right? We hope our debates convinced you of this. This is why we present you another answer, a valuable one. A good one, a valuable one. Numbers will help you on your way. One of them is a 5th in 10. It will be easy to find if you read, who opened the road for the ancient dead man, and his black-feathered messenger. The second is a dozen times in a dozen, and thrice the number of those who lost their faces. Don't try to guess it now, it's not yet time. Wait until he who is born twice will twice be defeated. Put the 2 numbers together. When the moon leaves her path near the waters of the Candlemere, find the one who will open the secret. Kind of crazy riddle is that, and why can I not, like, I'm never gonna remember that, so oh my gosh, I clicked on the history. Let's just F12 and then F12. Okay. A heap of senseless mumble instead of a... First, walk the road. Then you may accuse us of being senseless. But in the end, you won't. Pathfinder Kingmaker. I've opened up too many windows. Let's close some of these. Okay, so I don't think the other questions really matter. We were bored. That's the Fae for you. Try living multiple eternities like us. Your views on entertainment might change radically. We know who did that. I want to know who my love is and whom I am bound to tie my knot. Bound to tie my lot. I wish this would tell me, like, give me the... Nobody says anything about the dialogue afterwards. I guess it doesn't matter. I have one question left. I want to know about this affliction, the bloom that fell on my barony. Oh, that's an easy one. Or is it? Once a very powerful creature in the first world, unwisely provoked the rage of those who are 100-fold mightier. She was cursed and sent here to Galarian, to the Stolen Lands. Without going into too much detail, her curse afflicts the locals as well. To put it simply, your troubles will not cease until you've dealt with this uninvited guest. Anyway, we have discussed this further in your tomorrow and my yesterday. But still, the kobold jumps for joy and then asks, pointing at his gerbos, "Take my friends, yes?" Alright. Listen, all. The inconsequential debates are now closed. We spare you the effects of the Zottenroppel tricks and bid you farewell.
Ready for anything.
Okay. Yeah, didn't really matter. Let's go here. Oh, good. We can take more people with us. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save game. We'll just, that's perfect. Then we're gonna look at our log and see what we have next. Let's do Knock Knock and the trouble with the goblins. Knock Knock, Octavia, Christian, and Ekin. That. I wish they would let us swap people in other places too. Because we're pretty close to here. So let's just go. Oh, there, 11 hours. Actually, stop. Yeah, it's way over there. Continue. Whee! quick save. I didn't do that at the other place because I'm dumb. Okay, so we're looking for goblins here. We're looking for goblins. Looking for goblins.
I know the way.
No goblins there. Goblins. You stumble across an ugly scene. Ragged piles of goblins are hiccuping violently and laughing and hiccuping again. The air is so thick with alcohol fumes. The flies lie dead in dirt and an odd vinegar smell as well. It appears the goblins have gotten into Olog's stock and drank its contents. Barrels and splinters. Knock surveys the goblin pile and glances at you. No problem here. Normal day for tribe. Would be worse if holiday. Is this your tribe? Yes. They've marked it as home. It'll be hard to make them leave this home, though. It's much smaller than Capital. Capital would have more room for them. Not have to lie and pile. Could be lying drunk everywhere. Yo, runny long legs. Why did you stop running? Why make home here? The goblin lifts his head up slightly, eyes blurrily red, his legs indeed long and are folded back, almost like a grasshopper. Gross. Kept getting chased, no place to settle down, got hungry. Then caught. Then we sent here and now... Wait, caught by who? Big shanks, bigger than you, long legs, blinks, scratch the side of head. Fatter, smelled better, big cub. Was eating sheep. We tried to share his sheep with us by taking one, a small one, in the night while he snore. We not ask first, so he got mad. Looks like a giant. Don't know which one. After eating half of us, he gets so full, he ready to trade. He says we find him something to wash other goblins down because they still squirming in his gut. He let us go. We knew placed here at post, but had to sample kegs to be sure. Listen, Knock big hero. You do what Knock say. But Knock frowns, his ear twitching. Tell me, where Big Shanks now? When he expect you back? Did Big Shanks follow you? At that moment, there's another waft of foul air, and the shadow falls on the ground, and the goblins in their pile lift up their heads at the new arrival, a towering hill giant with mismatched coveralls and a necklace of hands and skulls, and a makeshift club composed of several timbers tied together with a rope. He looks very, very angry. Not just a pile of goblins, but splintered empty barrels. Not just a pile of empty goblins, but this one. Get him, Longlegs says unhelpfully. You're trespassing by the law of the land, giant. Leave now. We don't want any bloodshed. Lawful neutral. Bill Giant turns to you in challenge and points at himself and gives rumbling growl akin to Magunk. Then turns to the goblins, hands clenched on his club, and growls louder. He points to the goblins, then at his belly. The intent is clear. The goblins do not respond, not even to Longlegs. Their eyes remain wide, frozen. Suddenly, Longlegs makes a high-pitched squeal and points at Knock. He our leader. He a hero. He makes us drink everything we promised. He also made us eat your sheep. Eat him, an ugly friend. Bill Giant snarls, lifts up his club, and turns to you and Knock, and thrusts out his chin, pounding his chest, giving a thundering series of grunts. It sounds like a challenge. He Magunk says he not in mood to share. He says half-shanks are their guts, and are their guts his to eat. You can understand him? I can. Got caught by hill giants once. Kept as toy for their kid until ran away. Tristan shakes his head. Well, do something about it. Knock hesitates for a moment and opens up his palm and taps his finger. You suddenly realize he just did what seems to be the goblin version of trade. You think he's asking what Magog want, but not about food, but currency, something of value. You're surprised Magog looks sad. His eyebrows collapse and he gives a low grunt. The anger seems to have cooled. He makes a rumbling and staring off into space, half lit. He doesn't seem drunk, merely sad. He gives grumble, then sigh, then low, exhaling rumble. Knock knock nods, listening, and then translates, you think. Magunk not happy, he not hungry, just lonely. Says he came here looking for mate to be happy. Knock knock wrinkles his face in disgust and shivers. But he keeps going. But when he come, no wife. Goblins take his favorite half-sheep entrails, drink the liquor, and he sent for them, but he have nothing. If you look at the entire situation from his point of view, the poor lad. Can you tell him to look for elsewhere for a wife? Okay. Thighs leaving a little groan on his belly. Says he looked everywhere. Bad for him. Well, send him somewhere. Yeah, I didn't want to kill him. He's just sad. What did you say to him? I just make sense to him with words. Like a real hero. Send Magunk to capital. Lots of women. All have need to choose wife. I'm letting Knock Knock take control. He's got lead here. Me, big hero, follow me and take you to a new place. Capital big, capital, capital. I'll go to capital. We're gonna have to deal with that giant. Not sure that's what I really want. But, you know. Yeah, I'm not really happy about that. I don't really mind the goblins so much because I suspect that Knock Knock can keep them in line. But um but yeah, I don't want to deal with Yeah. Yeah, I don't want that guy headed towards our capital,
Follow me,
because I
please.
suspect what'll happen is he's going to show up, and then I'll have to spend some advisor time on it, and it's probably not going to give me anything. It'll be a problem, and we can only stop the problem. Okay, so we can click through this now. Okay, let's see if we can do this differently. No, we don't need to do all this. This is where I messed up. I'll send him somewhere. Can you tell him to look elsewhere for a while? So one of these, well, send him somewhere. He goes to the town. I can't remember which one of these I picked last time. Well, we're not sending him off.
End this suffering.
Knock-knock used to lighting enemies on fire first. Ha!
They're already dead. You catch Longlegs, slowly uncurling himself from the pile, apparently ready to run. You notice a number of the goblins looking at Knock-knock with strange fascination. Dealing with the giant must have impressed them. So now let's see, Knock-knock, goblins, cap. Okay. I guess I'm stuck with them. Doesn't seem. Hmm. Oh no. Okay, so they're gonna go to the capital city, but at least we don't have this giant in the capital. I can live with that.
I know the way.
Okay. Well, all right. So now let's go do the next. Not let's talk to him.
Listening as hard as I can.
So we'll save there. And then
I'll go
let's-
ahead.
Now, I think I'm gonna have to go back to our capital because it's not gonna let us switch party members here. And follow the road. They're gonna get tired. Oh, it needs to get tired.
I need to catch my breath.
He needs to catch your breath. Patient. It's quite an honor. You brought a bunch of goblins to our place.
Time's not waiting. I know the way.
I keep expecting there to be more
Follow my lead.
one day I'm going to be able to walk into this. I need to look that up and figure out how to get into that well. Alright, let's just rest. Okay, so here, we just saved, so we can check on our kingdom events before we head out for the dwarf fortress. Jubilos needs to do that. He's got 4 days left. It'll take probably a day to get out there and a day back. So gonna do this. Nice. Okay. Prevents problem. What that red mark is. Handling the people. Undead sighting. military. Let's do... that. Alright, hold on 1 second. I gotta check on what we're doing for dinner. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I probably should have ranked one of those other things up, but I wanted to get all those problems taken care of. Island, the captain usually untroubled face of the dark rage. Your Grace, please forgive me for distracting you from important matters, but you're the only one who could talk some sense into these hotheads. They had an argument in the middle of the street, yelled so much your subjects called the guards, but what can we do about Lady Valerie? Plus, Evelyn hasn't done anything illegal. It's not like I can put them in jail. Valerie, explain yourself. I humbly beg your forgiveness, Citra. I failed to control my temper and besmirched not only myself, but you as my leader. The girl casts a burning glance at the man in the sophisticated attire she used. Unfortunately, I was provoked. Is that so? Forgive my manners, Your Grace. Allow me to introduce myself. Evelyn Silver-Tongued from Vervoy. It's a pity we meet under such circumstances, but this, so to speak, sweet lady insulted me. If you please, in front of my audience, halted my performance and embarrassing me in front of an entire tavern, would you be so kind as to rein this lady in? I noticed that someone pinned a disgusting pasquinade next to the tavern entrance, something about a bright bird who lost its feathers. That's an abominable insolence. Yes, I won't deny I'm guilty. I lost my temper, but who wouldn't have? Is that so? When I smothered this lady with exquisite compliments, I received only insults and jokes in return. When I came to her with gifts, begging her to become a muse of my greatest work, I was ridiculed and sent away, like a snotty boy. And now, the moment I start to pursue my art away from this good lady, she seeks me out and says I'm guilty of spiteful slander. What shall I do? Evelyn, what did you write a pasquinade? I don't know what that word means. We're going to look that word up. Pasquinade? How that's spelled? A satire or lampoon, originally one displayed or delivered in a public place. Okay. Forgive me. Who would I be if I stooped to such low texts? I won't deny the cautionary tale this lady could inspire. I don't deny that the cautionary tale of this lady could inspire me. How can you listen to this featherbane? In the course of the fate of justice, he's ready to disown his own parents. If I'm allowed to continue, let me say that this pasquinade was devoted to the sad position of the arts in these lands. Forgive my frankness. Anyway, the good lady is unlikely to understand what allegory and poetic hyperbole are. Don't even try, Your Grace. I'm afraid even Abadar couldn't get to the bottom of this ball of accusations. You're going to make peace right now. I'm going to make them both apologize. I am not going to make peace with this worthless paper stainer. Let him spend his useless time insulting his other bootlickers. Enough, both of you apologize. At least to Her Grace. Your Grace, I'll go too, but please keep an eye on Valerie. I don't know what demon has gotten into her, but she's not herself lately. At first, she just snapped and then started getting into fights with everyone about stupid things. Now she's dragged the bard out of the tavern by his collar, and I'm afraid it might come to real violence. What do you mean, hasn't been herself? She got defensive. Can't say a word to her. We've been careful around her since she ran his finger across his face meaningfully. I'm close to ordering my lads to keep an eye out for her in the streets and make the common people's lives a little calmer. You think Valerie could hurt someone? Well, I wouldn't say that. The Valerie I used to know, would never harm anyone without good reason, but the old Valerie seems to be gone. I don't seem to know what to expect from her. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I'll try to help her. As one enters, one leaves. Oil of enchantment. Okay. Don't need more oil. He keeps bringing me the same alchemical items. We'll try that again. See if he'll bring me something other than that ring. Okay.
I know the way.
You need to talk to Valerie. Assess. Okay, we have 7 days. 7 days. 14 days. Perfect. Military rank 4, loyalty rank 5. Okay, so we can either take this time to go pop out and do some other stuff. Okay, let's go talk to Valerie. We'll let those things go. Oh, actually, let's do this. Send him out. Costs 200 BP, but that'll double our speed in the map. I hate losing that money, but I need to do it. Training. Okay, so we don't have... We do need to solve those. Oh, 65. I hate this bug where I can't purchase stuff. Hey, how you doing, Lane? Yeah, I did choose the Aldori. Okay, so now we've got... This will take 30 days. We'll get that started because we're going to go do some other stuff. Okay. So, got those things started. We got like 7 days till the next thing finishes, which will give us plenty of time to go out to the Dwarven Ruins and talk to Valerie. First, let's talk to Valerie, because Valerie... here, first... Save, and then talk to Valerie. Okay. There's nothing in here about... Okay, well, there's nothing there about that. We need to talk to Jubilost. Where's Jubilost? Here he is. Have you figured out anything about that riddle? The host's answer to your question about the gnomes? Not quite, but I'm working on it. We certainly will inform you of my findings. I must admit, such an answer is quite in the spirit of the Fae. It must lead somewhere, and I will find the trail. Okay, great. I'm glad I don't have to remember that. I took screenshots, but I was surprised that you didn't want to be freed of the Zottenroppel's spell. Why did you willingly suffer it? Well, you see, I understand, well, the bleaching is. What a fatal effect it has on the gnomes. Those poor fellows were acting like that for no darker motive than desperation. Their foolish jokes allowed them to live just a little bit longer. You see, I don't mind becoming a joke myself for a while, of course, and if my life was being threatened, I'll let someone live a couple days longer. Oh, that was nice. You let them continue to prank. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's a worthy act. Stop it or you'll make me blush. Okay. Let's talk about something. I don't need to know how the riddle went. Oh my gosh, I clicked the history again. I hate that the I'm hate you leave option is so close to the end conversation thing. I just know I'm gonna mess that up.
I'll go ahead.
Okay, so we took care of that one. So now, ooh, burning bridges. Okay, so let's talk to the storyteller. Captain of the Guard told me you had a fight with Valerie. Oh, alas, it is true. Believe me, I do not want to fight, but my fool curiosity wounded Valerie's pride. I will apologize for her first chance I get. What was the fight about? I asked Valerie if she still had anything related to the Eternal Rose Order from back when she was a novice. An innocent question, but she took it as impudence or insult. Please don't blame her. I'm to blame for what happened. You hate Jubilost? Oh my gosh. I like Jubilost. He's great. He's so arrogant and full of himself. His hubris is hilarious. And it's like Knock Knock has come around to me. Not come around. Knock Knock won me over the moment he spoke. Even if he is an idiot. But he's a lovable idiot. The only character so far out of the companions that I don't like is Ragnar still. He's pretty much done nothing to make me think that he's somebody I want to ever really go do anything with. Do you think Valerie's been acting strangely lately? What can I say? We're not that close. She has no interest in the things that matter to me, and I prefer a word of ancient heroes and old legends, not the fuss that's around us here and now. Though I don't have an answer to your question. But I know that those who consider Valerie a close companion might be hurt by a word. Yesterday I talked to Lindsay when she mentioned Valerie. I heard sorrow and tears in her voice. Maybe the tireless chronicle is having a tough time for the same reason that you honored me with your visit today. That's all I needed to know. Cool. Jubilost deserves death just for thinking. Yeah, I guess if you're running kind of an evil kingdom. Just a moment, I got something. Lindsay scribbles her notebook and then raises her eyes and smiles at you. Hi! Have you noticed anything strange about Valerie lately? Lindsay lingers. I had a fight with her, a big one. Well, I wanted to talk to her about the best way to describe her hair color in the book, and Lindsay pouts. She said my book is trash, and I'd be no better if I bruised my time with a... I won't even repeat it. How could she hurt you like that? She shouldn't have said that, perhaps. But perhaps you shouldn't have picked on her. Okay, I don't like any of these answers. There's no, like, she's clearly troubled by something in answer. You're probably right. I'm doing it for her, you know. What? To be honest, Valerie hasn't been herself lately. She's usually polite, and though she can be cold at times, but now she's changed. And it's like, after all, you know, she gathers up her strength, after she got that scar. I talked to her before, and she wasn't very nice that time either. She's gotten so spiteful after she got hurt. Though she keeps saying she doesn't care. Ah, okay. Leave and do not return. No. Yeah. Just don't leave without me, of course. I couldn't write whatever you tell me, but if I wanted to stay cooped up in this dusty room, I'd be sleeping through the lectures of the academy. Okay, yeah, well, you pretty much get to stay here now, because knock knock is funnier. Alright, let's finally talk to Valerie. Alright, you've been acting strangely. If you're going to bring up that whole scene in the throne room, well, we're right here. Don't waste your breath. Evad completely deserved that speech. You had a fight with the storyteller, and you yelled at Lindsay. The storyteller, what business of it is his if I have left everything in the order? Does he imagine I'm still carrying around Shaylin's radiant face as a souvenir? And as for Lindsay, she knows full well how her constant babbling about her book irritates me. Captain of the Guard said you were taking it out on random people. So the Captain of the Guard thinks I'm incapable of carrying out my duties? To you and your subjects, perhaps he should change his armor for a judge's mantle if he's so ready to declare such verdicts. Why do you think that pasquinade next to the tavern was about you? Who else could it have been about? That scribbler used to never leave me alone. He dogged my heels, asking questions whenever I appeared on the streets. And now... Valerie stops angrily and looks away. Listen, why all this bile? I want to help you. She twists her lip and looks away as if she wants to end the conversation. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna let her... When the girl starts talking again, her voice sounds soft. Please forgive me, Citra. I understand your worries. My behavior over the last few weeks has indeed left much to be desired. I don't know why I'm doing these things. You're surrounded by idiots. Only you can figure out what's bothering you. Lindsay thinks you're concerned about the scar. I don't think that's actually it. I think the scar just represents something. But I'm going to say it anyways. So typical of her. Superficial opinion, superficial conclusion. Forgive me, it's difficult to admit I'm wrong, and scatterbrained Lindsay is apparently right. She hesitates, lifts her hand and touches the scar on her face. Since it appeared, it's like the world around me has changed. Wherever I went before, my admirers, followers, and bards used to follow me around, and now it's like I'm invisible. Worse, I see how those I talk to trying hard to not look at the scar. It's like it undid me completely. She stops again, absently running her fingertips of her fingers across the ugly scar of her face. And she finally pulls her hand from her face and looks at you. I've never seriously imagined what would happen if I lost my beauty. I thought my actions would speak much louder than my appearance, but now I'm having doubts. Doubts in this. And in everything else I keep telling myself. You always said that beauty isn't important. Are you changing your views now? You're letting your old beliefs cover your pain and disappointment. Let yourself grieve for what you've lost. Seems fair. I don't know how to be weak, Citra. This is not what I was taught. The girl smiles sadly. You know, when they buried my grandmother, I didn't shed a tear. My mother was frightened for my cold heart, and my father thought that it was another reason I should become one of Shaylin's paladins. But in fact, I simply didn't know how to weep over something I had lost. She runs her finger through her hair and sighs. Thank you. Now I know what to do. Since I don't know how to cry and wail, I'll do something useful. There are a lot of people I need to apologize to. Aww. Ba-bum. Cool. Alright, so we wrap that up. See if that clears this. I think we have time before dinner and TV time with the family to go do this. Or at least start this. Okay, so we gotta take Harem, which... Ugh. Ugh. We turned him into a multi-class druid. And I should have done it earlier, I think. Okay, what did we give him so far? Selective channel, which we needed. Boon, companion, extra channel. We need something for his druid side of things. I don't know what weapon, what... Kind of want to give him hammer. Heavy mace. Is hide armor medium or light? We may need to look at his spells really fast. Yeah, Tristian's my cleric. I like him. I like him a lot. Harem is not. I wanted to use the respec mod to respec him completely into druid. I think he would have been an interesting druid, or maybe like one of the inquisitors. But yeah, so we have. It wouldn't work because his god choice. He needs to have that god for the story. Yeah, okay. Hide armor's medium. I'm currently taking advantage of a bug. I made him a druid, multi-class him a druid, so he can't add heavy armor or metal armor. He has to wear, but I'm kind of cheating. He was wearing heavy plate when I gave him the druid class, and it didn't take it off of him. So now he's still wearing heavy armor. But I know at some point I'm going to find hide armor that's better for him. I don't even think you can wear... I guess it's considered... It's studded. I don't know if that'll work. I'm not even sure if I have any hide armor. There's some hide armor. Hide armor +3. Yeah, the game should have taken it off.
I know the way.
But since Harem was so terrible, I just decided to leave. Let him have that moment. That's 9 armor class. 7 armor class. I'm afraid to put it on. Yeah, I'll lose 2 armor. But maybe we'll... And let's look at his spells. Like, what if I wanted to do spell focus with him? Transmutation, conjuration, transmutation, conjuration, conjuration. I was pretty much using him as a healer, so... Are there any healing feats? Yeah, no chain shirt, but leather's okay. I think it's like no metal. Okay, so let's see. I was thinking about giving him armor focus to just help him get his armor class back up. But maybe what he needs is... endurance. Martial weapon proficiency. I don't really understand. Doesn't have the following proficiency. Oh, but he's been using... I've been having him use this warhammer and this heavy mace. Heavy mace. So if I had, like, this proficiency... Is he allowed to use this because of his class? His, divine... Where is it? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Darn it. The class... abilities. Okay, so it says dwarves. Okay, doesn't say anything about armor proficiency. Not those. Simple weapon. Ah, dwarven weapon. He's proficient with battle axes, heavy picks, and warhammers. Any weapon with the word dwarven in his name as a martial weapon. Okay. Well, I guess because he's got that, he can use warhammers, but are those other things not martial? Simple weapon. Simple weapon. Martial. But I guess this one, I just found that when I was down in numerous depths, so I just put it on him to hold. So maybe... And then Warhammer, he gets... It's martial, but he can use it because he's got the dwarven proficiency. Okay. So... Go look at our things again. Yeah, I really think he would have been a good sacred huntsmaster. Just looking through these other things here just for fun. Yeah. We'll just stick with Druid. That's fine. Okay, let's pick these again. And then, so over here, weapon focus. Maybe I do weapon focus Warhammer. We don't need martial proficiency because he got his own. Natural spell, what is this? You cast spells on wild shape. You substitute various noises and gestures for... Oh, that could be good. So, because he can go into wild shape, I haven't taken him out since I got wild. But I didn't use it because then he couldn't cast spells. So maybe I take that so he can cast spells while in wild shape. Feel soul. Yeah, I wonder if that's any good. It doesn't really matter. I'm only going to use him for this one, these specific missions, and then... I would take this, but he doesn't really... He uses them to heal. Armor focus, I could take medium armor focus and get him +1 armor. You know what? I'm going to take that natural spellcasting. It's weird. On one hand, he can't use any weapon and armor. On the other hand, the armor limitation of dex. If you have armor that limits his dex bonus to his AC, like the 3 or 4, when he turns into a leopard and he gets much more dex, he's still limited. Maybe that's why I haven't been using it, because I just haven't been using him. Right now he can turn into a leopard. I'm thinking at this point it's either that natural spell or armor proficiency, and just let him have one more bit of armor. Oh, there you go. Right before shifting him, take the armor off. Not a bad idea. Well, I'm gonna try it. Why not? I mean, I've already ruined him in a million ways. I just want him to be able to cast spells. If he can cast spells while he's in that form, at least. Now, is that limited only to... It says he can cast spells. It's not limited to druid spells. I'm hoping. Because if it is just limited to druid spells, it'll be really... Okay, so now he can turn into a elemental or a leopard. That's cool. Okay, we've got a few more levels to go, so we'll go another level in druid. I wonder if I should, like, evenly level his druid and cleric. I probably should have switched him out of cleric earlier, because there's not much need if I'm not going to grow it. You don't think you know any spells? Sort of want to just be wacky with him and do kind of a cleric druid combo. The wild shaped Smilodon was pretty good. Gosh, I hate this thing where it covers the whole... Phase Stalker. I think it'd be great if I could get to 13 in Phase Stalker in Druid. Then I'd be at Phase Stalker. I have 3 levels in Cleric, so I'd be at level 16. Minion. I do want to take a couple more levels of Cleric, just so when I have him in my group as my Cleric, he's not completely can heal. Yeah, we need to get to at least level 9. We get this. I'm not gonna worry, and then possibly level 10 in Druid to get the Smilodon. If I can get, that's what I'll do. I'll do up to this and then switch over Cleric. So next, we don't really do anything. I don't know if do other people need persuasion? I mean, I usually make the decision. I mean, perception works. Religion and nature, I've seen those all work out in the world, but he's so dumb he can't get much. This will get us Phase Stalker and Bear. This will be our last level. I want to put one in Persuasion, but I'm not going to. I don't know if he needs those when he's... Are those used as when he's an advisor? Okay. Oh, and another feat. We have anything new here? No. Okay. So... Ihar? Maybe blind fight? Blind fight's always good. I mean, if he's up close in in animal form, outflank might be good. We got a lot of people with outflank. I like how it's got Repine there. She was my character from the DLC. You know, it might be worth that. Whenever you and an ally are both flanking the same creature, your flanking bonus on attack rolls is +4. Not bad. I wish they had like spell focus instead of it doing right now it's spell focus only adds a +1 to the difficulty class. I wish it also would do something to spells that don't use difficulty class, like that are... I wish they had a feat for like healing spells or buff spells. Sort of like meta magic, but without having to cost an extra level. Something like Quicken Spell would be great. You think Shield Wall? Oh, that's a good idea. But does she need it too? Yeah, she doesn't have Shield Wall. And since I never use him, like, he never goes out. Except for the quests that I need him for. But I don't have anybody else using a shield, so I didn't bother to get any of those feats on Valerie. I, 'cause, 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 ' Yeah, I think I'll just take outflank because everybody's got. I mean, Knock Knock's got it, Amory's got it, Valerie's got it. So if she's up close, if we ever have Jethal with us or Reganar, if he gets up there in his form, animal form, they'll be helping each other out. Either that or armor folk. I just don't take him out any. So, and since that shield, this is one of those things where I wish shield wall had a benefit. Or I wish this feat had any sort of benefit if you didn't have a companion with it. Yeah, I'll bet. Oh gosh, I bet. I mean, I'm using shield on her, but shield, since I don't have shields on any of my other characters, actually, I don't even know if I have any of the other characters at all even carrying a shield. Okay, outflank. We're not going to spend too much time on this. Fretting over the details of a character that I'm not using is wasting my time.
In due time.
Okay, I do think I did inventory him up a little bit, but let's go do some shifting of stuff around since we put some stuff. We have a couple of items that we shift around based on who's out. Like this alluring thing, we can put this back over here. Focus resistance can go over here. Wait, did I not take it off her? That on her. That on him. So now he's at least got a little better wisdom. He's got this constitution belt. Let's see, what did I give a strength belt to Reganar. That evens him out a little bit. 16-16. Okay, we need another ring. We got a +1 ring. Where's Jubilos? Oh, Reganar. What's Reganar got? Finger protection and nothing. He's so bad he doesn't even get anything. Who else aren't we using right now? Amory we're not using right now. Ring of Luck. And Ring of Protection +2. 2, Ring of Luck. All saving throws. That actually changed? Yeah, actually changes your... Natural armor +2. He's wearing that plate that I'm cheating with. Okay, so we need gauntlets and boots. I haven't really seen much in the way of gauntlets or boots. Guys are wearing swift boots. Since we're not taking Tristan this time, we'll give swift boots. Tristan was wearing bracers of armor. I do wish they had made bracers of armor not an armor bonus. I wish they had been like some sort of like material bonus or something that could stack with other armor so you could actually get higher. Feel like you're not having to wear just robes. Archery, we're gonna be taking him though, but what about her? Well, I don't plan on him shooting bows. Okay, well that's good enough. We're fine. You can stack dodge bonuses? I didn't think any bonuses of the same type stacked. I mean, the dodge feat adds to your dodge bonus. It doesn't stack on top of each other. But if you had two things that gave dodge bonus, do they... I guess the feat just says it adds to your existing dodge bonus. Do the other items do that? Oh, it's an exception? Interesting. Interesting. I don't think I've got anything that does dodge bonus. This is deflection. I'll have to... All dodge sources stack. Well, that's good to know. I did not know that. Okay. Well, I think we're not in too bad of a spot with him now. Where did he go? Way down here at the end. He's at 27 AC. He should just touch. AC is crappy, but I think everybody's touch AC is pretty crappy. Also, this thing is the best thing I've ever gotten. This Gears Rule thing. Holy cow. +1 bonus to all attack rolls with bombs. And the bonus increases to level the +2 in one level. Plus, I have the ring that gives me an additional 1d6 damage. So... And then down here it says... Owner's bombs deal additional dice of damage as if they were alchemist 2 levels higher, and the owner's saves DC are increased by 1. It's pretty great. Yeah, I wasn't sure about how the mutagens... It says it gives an alchemist +4 alchemical bonus to strength. So that goes on top of enhancement bonuses to strength, because there are two different types of bonuses. But you can't stack multiple alchemical bonuses. I mean, you can only have one mutagen at a time anyways, so... But yeah, I often am throwing on the dexterity one in the combat and get that +4. I mean, we haven't had too many combats that have been that hard. Okay, so we want to get rid of our boy and put that guy on. We'll keep everybody else because I actually like this group. Yeah, it goes in addition to everything else. And the other thing that they get, can't remember what the name of it is, but it basically is the updated version of the mutagen. It replaces mutagen, so okay, where's the button to show names? Okay, so I'm gonna guess. Do we think it's off the river or over to the side? We'll go right here. 20 hours. I have a feeling it's going to be off from the inside. Nope, I was wrong.
I need to catch my breath.
She always needs to catch her breath. I don't think he's going to be doing any better than him with his +7. We'll just do that. And then let's see, we're probably, I don't know what we're going to be doing in there, but let's see what we've got. Damage rolls. I like the movement speed. Begin resting.
You behave like a dead man. Why?
I am a dead man.
Oh, Eeyore.
Just like us all. We are alive for a moment and dead for eternity. Which condition do you think more important?
More important. Which condition do you think is more important? Auto saving, quick saving, saving. We're just gonna save like 4 times. Can't see them. Whoop. Wanted to look at our little party. Knock's helmet is so good. Milodon and Wolf. Or dog. Good. Alright. Do the default camera. Oh no! What happened here? Look, help us arrived. Yeah, it's only been like 2 months. We forgot about this, guys. We were just doing kingdom stuff.
Let's finish them quick.
Oh no! I don't think I have anything that can break through his skin. Everybody stop moving. Bum, 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 bum. Wait, his fortitude is only 10? Immunities: fear, compulsion, charm, stun, death. Ability score damage, drain, spell immunity, effects and conditions, sleep, paralyzed, brightness. Well, let's just try this baleful polymorph and see what happens. While we're buffing up our buddies here. What is wrong with the knock? I don't understand why he's confused.
Let us strike as one!
be easier if you not fight back.
Not really gonna help him. He doesn't have anything that makes his stuff magical. Got corrosive on it. We'll see what happens.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Wait, where are they going?
I grant you death.
I must have misclicked.
The end draws near.
Oof. I'm the worst. He has no DR against magic. The golem freezes. Inside it, something vibrates in harmony, and dents left by your weapons quickly repair. Harm approaches the metal monster, examines it from head to toe. An invincible idol made of indestructible metal. Another proof that of our empty pride. Every master wishes to create something that will outlive him, but why? So their creation will live on for a short while before returning to the dust with the rest of the universe. Ah, master's master. Whoop! He pulls the key out. To his surprise, the whole lot comes out of the golem's body along with the key. Harem stands amazed. The monster falls to pieces as if it was made not of the strongest metal in the world, but of rotten wood. I was expecting us to have to go through like a whole dungeon and to get to this part. One of the dwarves, clearly the leader, the gray-haired man with a massive symbol of Torag around his neck, jumps down from the hillock where the dwarves climb to escape the golem. That wasn't a hillock. He looks at Harem and what he's done, astounded. How? How did you do it? Impossible! That's impossible! I didn't know. I don't know. Harem, you've broken metal with your bare hands before. I don't know if we want to bring up the forge. Might be a bad call. The dwarf turns from you and bows ceremoniously. Forgive me, your grace. The surprise made me lose all my manners. My name is Jarmon Skiggy, paladin of Torag and leader of this group. On behalf of our whole clan, I thank you for your help. Ekin bows to the paladin. May the father of creation never leave you. May he bless you, my son. And you must be Haram, the priestess of Grotus. I heard a lot about you and the unusual path you've taken, and I'd like to speak with you. You would like? Well, I don't even like to see you. We have nothing to discuss. This is just what I need. To listen to another sermon about Torag's greatness? The paladin replies to Harm's indignation with a humble bow. I am not so arrogant to preach to a priest. Your faith is your choice. I am not one to question it. I only wanted to know more about your spiritual journey. Harm sniffs with only contempt. Harm, you've broken metal with your bare hands before. Oh, I really don't want to bring that up. What? When did that happen, Saicha? Oh, wait. You're talking about the anvil. Yes, I did do that. But why? I asked Grotus what it meant, but received no answer. Harm pensively wraps his beard around his finger. Anyway, you're safe now. Yes, your grace. May Torag bless the soil you walked on. You saved us. The Skeggy clan is in your debt. Alas, we have no treasure to reward you for your kind aid. But it is only temporary. Believe me, when we find a way inside the fortress, we'll recover the legacy of our ancestors, and you'll see no one can accuse the Skeggy of plan of stinginess. Haram sneers bitterly. Look at them, Citra. They are true children of Torag, greedy, conceited, and unable to see beyond their own noses. They barely escape death, and they're diving into the maw again, blinded by the glitter of imaginary treasures. I contemplated making them leave, but let us allow them to stay and continue what they are doing. If they are in such a hurry to dig their own graves, let us not interfere. Thank you. I see you've no love for your people or our God. No, don't be so quick to frown. I have no wish to preach to you. But I believe you said you broke the unbreakable with your bare hands. Please tell me about this. I think I have an idea of what power lies within you. The searing palm. Aram's voice, dull and lifeless. Sounds dull and lifeless. The magic anvil in desolate bronze shield fortress, desecrated by trolls, was destroyed by my fist as if it was made from sand or wood that had rotten from within, and only waited to be touched to fall to dust. Yeah, I'm not happy with it. I might just respec him again. It's just when I had to use him, there was a time when I had to use him, and he was useless. All of his stats were terrible. Was basically an awful priest. You couldn't change his domains or whatever they're called. And it just felt bad. So I put him on the as soon as I stopped being out, as soon as I didn't have to use him, I replaced him. And then the few times I've had to take him with me, I feel like I've done him a disservice by making him a druid for his character's point of view. But so I might just respec him back to cleric again. If I can figure out how to do it with the in-game respec, so it doesn't break his god. He's a perfect priest, at least the Russian guides say so. Oh, yeah. I didn't find him. I actually find Tristian to be the kind of priest that I needed in my group, or kind of cleric I needed in my group. I needed the I'm going to cast a bunch of healing spells and stay back and throw spells and buffs and renew people and stuff, rather than the jump into the fight sort of cleric. And I didn't think Harem was really built to be either. He kind of fell in the middle. And I was like, well, he kind of feels more like a druid. Jarmon pensively holds his hand upon Targ's hammer, which hangs about his neck. Could it be? Jarmon, what are you talking about? What power hides inside Harm? The touch of the Unmaker. This is rare, very rare gift of the gods. It happens once in a generation. I can't say who grants it. Perhaps Torag, perhaps Grotus, or perhaps it comes from some other source we know nothing about. It is the power to give death to the things which live on beyond their proper time. Ooh. Puh, that's rich. Hey, Pipsqueak from our tribe knows how to break things. And you Longshanks caught a gift. Ill things, created with a flaw like this golem, desecrated like the anvil, the robust creation of dwarven hands that beg for death but must continue to exist. A dwarf blessed by the touch of the Unmaker can put an end to their suffering. Nonsense. I've never heard of this. If Grotus granted me this power, why do I have to find out about it from some paladin of a traitor god? The god of helplessness and cowardice. A gift of the gods? By Grotus, if you prove it, or admit you're lying. Oh, religion passed. Aram, his words make sense. Maybe what you thought was Torag's curse was actually a gift from the gods, which your kin simply couldn't understand. Aram winces as if all his teeth started aching at once, but then nods reluctantly. It is possible, but then Torag and his followers are more stupid and blind than I thought. Just imagine, Citra, if this true, then the reason for my woe is not a curse, but the simple fact that none of my kin was wise enough to recognize a divine gift. The priest shakes his head and looks at the paladin. You said you could prove your words, Jarmund. I challenge you now. The touch of the Omega is not to the power to destroy. He can take the heart of an item, all the love and effort and put into it by its maker. By the mercy of Torag, strike the golem once more, complete the unmaking, and show us its heart. Oh, here he goes. He's gonna do it. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that was That was a little bold. Haram looks gloomily at the quiet golem and then shrugs and smashes it with his fist. The golem falls into fragments in a pitiful clink. Leaning down to search through the pieces, Haram takes hold of a shimmering blue jewel. He examines it and turns towards you. The priest's face is sad and baffled. There, a gift from Torag, be damned. So what next? What do I do with it now? If it's a gift from Torag, then give it to his servant. He hands the jewel to Jarmund. I don't know what it was. I just gave it away without even doing it. You hate Tristan so much. I guess so. If you're doing an evil playthrough, Jethal seems like perfect. Thank you for telling me of my gift, Jarmund, but do not expect that I will reconcile me with Torag, or with my people. If you find a way to make good use of it, fine. If not, it doesn't matter. You can keep looking for the entrance or go back to your mountains. I care not. Thank you, Haram. I will make good use of this gift. I am sorry for everything that turned out the way it did, but I respect your decision and won't try to convince you. Farewell. Gifts from the gods, curses from the gods. I'm starting to think it's the same thing. But thank you for coming here with me. I probably wouldn't even have talked to this Jarmund on my own, but now I have much to contemplate. Let's go, Citra. Let's leave these Skeggi to do as they will. Okay, just worth 500. Yeah, I may need to respec him back to full priest, full cleric. Hold on. Just in case we have to get into a fight later. Since he's such a terrible healer. Look at that. He's pitiful. Okay, well, it is about time. We're going to go back to town. Save our game. That one? No. We don't have the South Bow marches? No. Well. Journey will take a day. We need more bridges in our kingdom. Okay, we'll go talk to him and see if he has anything to say. And we want to advance time enough to get to the one with the mountains. We can move through the mountains easier. And then we can go off towards Varnhold and find out what's going on over there. Clearly something bad happened there. I mean, I know something bad happened to my character over in Varnhold, but he's trapped in some sort of So, you have the divine gift of the touch of the Unmaker. Never heard of any such thing, but you saw with your own eyes what happened. The Paladin's word had a ring of truth. But what could this mean for me? Who gave me this gift? Torag or Grotus? And for what purpose? And what should I do with it? Questions keep rushing into my mind. Countless. Everything is so confusing, so strange and inconceivable. Well, it's not as if I'm holding a grudge against the whole Dwarven race, in Brevoy and in the Rayburn Kingdoms and in the Stolelands. I'm always happy to see one of us. Exiles like me, or those who left their homeland voluntarily in search for a better life, or even those who were born here and have never seen the mountains. I hold nothing against them. But the Skeggi, you see, Citra, they aren't just dwarves. They are envoys from my homeland and Torag himself. Like everyone who exiled me, who humiliated me, everyone I left behind. All of them have come back to torture me. And they carry the spirit of the Five Kings Mountain with them. A spirit that is more nauseating to me than the stench of a corpse.
I know the way.
Dialogue finished. Wow. He's just like, dialogue finished. Like, I am done.
Follow my lead.
Okay, let's rest first. That'll jump us into our bedroom. Ah, here we go. Alright, we're rested. And Kaliki equips Water Blast. She's just always equipping Water Blast. I'm never going to take her anywhere. She's like, one day. Just one day. Okay, so then let's go look at our... Interesting. What did I take off of him? Took off those boots. Give my boots back. Okay. Okay. Let's go here, see if this triggers anything. Nope. Didn't trigger anything. So... this might be a perfect time to go get dinner and hang with the family and stuff, because we got 27 days for that. 4 days for those. I was gonna do one of these, but I'd rather just go like 1, 2, 3, 4. Triumph. Gotta get successes. Triumph. Perfect. Okay, 17 days, or 7 days for him. Okay, we got a problem. We got a problem. Involves a human. No. No. The answer is no. Okay, let's go to the throne room. Oh, I forgot to save. Ekin is missing, and Ataive too. What do you mean there? All things are going well, but then they started feeling down and restless. His thoughts might have turned to his family again, and then Ivy kept turning up. More likely, he talked to her. She was whispering something in his ear, and he kept ordering more and more wine. Where do you think they've gone? If only we knew for sure, Your Grace. There was one spot on the bridge over the Gundin River where travelers have gone missing. They say it might be the work of giants. It was close to, and some woodcutter told me about it. Off we go. You did your duty by warming me. I'm grateful. I'll set off to find them immediately. Perfect. Yes, I'm after the Season of Blue. I am... We are on Varnhold Vanishing. And I keep trying to... I was trying to rank up a couple of my new advisor stats or whatever a little bit before we run off to Varnhold, because it was... Well... hate that I can't go to the region map from here. Frustrating. We'll do it here. Yeah, Varnhold was over here on the other side of the mountains, and I had a project that was going to help us travel through the mountains better. So... Okay, we're going to... She's only got 9 days left on that. If I do this, we're gonna go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop right here. Oh, I could have saved right there. But we're gonna save and need to find where. Oh no, I know. Where have all the Ekans... Gosh, I can't type. Ekans gone. Alright, we're gonna save right there. Cool, thanks Lan for coming by. I'm gonna go get dinner and hang out with the family for a couple hours, and I'll be back on around 10 p.m. Central, 10:30ish. And we're gonna pick up right here. We'll save scum through this next set of events, and then we're going to go chase after Ekin, and then hopefully go start the Varnhold stuff there. I did do the Varnhold DLC in between things, so I also need to go back to Temerus Depths and see if I can go any farther down in the dungeon. It was blocking me the other night, so maybe we do that. No, I kind of want to go push the story forward a little bit more. I can always go do that other stuff later. But I liked all these little companion quests and stuff, so... Wait, I wanted to check, before I ran off, I wanted to check my stats. Curious how many build points I don't have. 149. Okay, so we need to get, what, like... 400 almost? 73, 75. And then we can claim this area. And he needs so many build points. I probably should just go into my storage chest and sell everything. But with that, I'm off. I'll be back in a couple hours. See y'all. Let's go back to the menu. There we go. Yay, bye.